Hi there, it's Faye here, and I'm going to share with you today 5 reasons to start connecting with plants now. And I'm not just talking about those obvious reasons in the sense that plants are so beautiful, being in nature makes you feel good, it relaxes you. I'm not talking about all that. What I'm talking about is real ways which actually connecting and interacting with plants as conscious beings actually helps transform your life. So the first thing it does is it helps ground you. And why is being grounded important? Well, it's important because most of us spend our lives in a completely ungrounded state. You know that state you're in if you're just feeling really wobbly, you're racing through, you've got a to-do list, you've got social media messages popping up here and there, you're totally in your head thinking, oh my god, what am I doing? Or you might even be totally off in fantasy land, oh, get me out of here. And so we're not grounded. And what that means is that actually we're not really in our power when we're going through life in an ungrounded state. So when we are grounded, so connecting with plants really helps us do this. Obviously, they are connected to the earth. They are rooted in the earth. And connecting in plants, it helps us to be grounded. It helps us to stand in our power and get back to center when all of life is going crazy around us and pulling us off center. And when we're in our power, as you know, you can make the right decisions. You've got a clear space to breathe, and you can create strong boundaries for yourself, so you can be in alignment with who you truly are and what you really stand for. And I believe that when we're grounded, we can make better decisions and choices about our lives. So that is a reason enough to start hanging out with nature a bit more, connecting to trees, appreciating flowers. But there's more. Yes, so there's an opening which starts happening when you start hanging out with plants, just sitting by a tree, for example, or appreciating a beautiful sunset. There is an opening within your senses. So we go through your physical senses are opening, obviously, and becoming aware of the natural environment as it changes around you. But so too do your intuitive senses. So as you start working with nature, you'll be feeling your way from your heart rather than from your headspace, and this helps. You'll be understanding. You'll be understanding more. You'll be feeling and really sensing into what that feels like in your body. And so there's a real opening for your intuitive self to come through. We're so often just calculating things in our brain, and we're not really listening in tune with our body or what the environment is telling us. So when you work with plants, you'll be reading plants, but also that gives you the, if you like, you're flexing that intuitive muscle so that you can be able to read situations in life better and really connect in with what your body and what your gut, what your heart is telling you. So that opening as well as the grounding really happens when we start opening up to nature. And with that, I feel comes this trust. Trust's the third benefit, really, because when we start to open and we're feeling grounded, we start coming to an understanding of the cycles of life, and we kind of start trusting actually in ourselves, and we start trusting our intuition, we start trusting our inner voice, and we can feel more confident really with where we're going in life, the choices we're making, the path we're on, what our purpose here is. So that feeling of trust is, I think, really huge, and it helps us really to kind of go with that feeling that the universe is our friend, life is happening for us, opportunities are happening for us, and life isn't out to get us. So another beautiful thing that happens when we start really just becoming still and hanging out in nature is an increased sense of awareness of who we are in this world, and really what else is happening in this world. So it gives us a beautiful sense of perspective of us within the greater sense of Gaia and everything happening here. But also, what happens when we're in that quiet heart space, breathing with plants and just allowing things to settle, is that things come up. Things come up for us, and we all that stuff that we've pushed down over time, things which were painful, past experiences that we don't want to think about anymore, decisions that we made that we're not that happy with, we tend to push them down. And when we're in a quiet space, tuning in with our heart, things float to the surface for us. And so we often find that when we're working with plants or out in nature, plants will mirror back to us what's happening internally for us. And as I said, we tend to go through life and we don't pause and think about that until we really have to, until the shit hits the fan. But actually, when we're working with plants, plants will give us what we're ready to deal with. So we often find a plant will be mirroring you and something that's happening in your life or has happened. And it'll be because it's time, it's ready, you are ready for working through that and letting it go. So you're ready to transform that into something else, into a nicer feeling. You're ready to move through it and heal. And where plants are brilliant for that is they don't just bring things up for you, but the plant is medicine. Plants are our allies. So if a particular plant is calling to you, saying, catching your attention, and you are spending time with it, you'll notice, you will understand why that plant is there for you, because it will be sharing its medicine with you. So it will be able to support you with whatever is coming up for you. And that's why plants are so incredible and helpful for us, because they are not just spiritual allies that we can meet in meditation, like we might meet a spirit guide or an angel, or other spirit helpers and ancestors that people might like to call on for guidance and help. But actually, plant allies are physical beings. So not only can we touch them, hang out with them, admire their beauty, we can admire their beautiful fragrances. We can also make powerful medicines from the medicinal plants and their properties. But we can also carry them about our person. We can have the plant in our garden growing, or in our room. We can take a piece of the plant and fashion it into something we might want to wear or put in our pocket, so we can feel that ongoing support and energy of the plant to help us throughout our day. So for me, those are some reasons to start working with plants and really just start opening up to the beauty of the natural world that's around us. It's not just a beautiful place to be or a lovely tree to look at. It can be so much more for you. It can really. So I'm just going to go over the points which I just made. Nature helps to really ground you so you can be in your power, and when you are empowered, you can make the right decisions and you can create strong boundaries and you can really move forward and make good choices for yourself. Nature opens you. It will open your intuition and open to your inner knowing, so you can be feeling your way through life rather than thinking. And in that intuitive feeling way, you can discover new places and new awakened, you'll just see things from a completely different perspective. And when you start to see things from a different perspective, they start to change. And this will bring about this trust for you, this feeling confident that you have the power, that you have this ability within you, this ancient connection and knowing that gets you through life, and the universe is your friend. And also the other points I made are that nature will help you really connect with what's going on for you, what needs healing, things that you need to start looking at. And also it really supports you, because not only will it help tease out of you those parts which are hidden and painful, that might need the light shining on them, that might need more compassion and love for yourself, but it also will give you that support in its form of medicine, whatever medicine that might be. And like I said, it might be an actual physical herbal medicine, a tincture, a flower essence, or it might be just really appreciating plants and flowers and buying yourself flowers for a week, something like that. So that's why I love connecting with nature and working with plants. For me, it just transforms the way I live my life. And you do not have to be living in the countryside or having a beautiful garden to connect. You just need to start opening and reaching out with your awareness, finding what is green and growing, admiring the sunshine, feeling into the rain, looking for what is green and growing around you, even if it's just an office plant that needs watering, love, and care. That plant is there, that plant knows you are there, and it will be ready to share its wisdom and its medicine with you. So go ahead and enjoy this beautiful weather that we're having too. And if you want to find out more, just take a look at my book, Plants That Speak, Souls That Sing, which is out now. Thank you. Bye.